Cottage Avenue for amended project amount of $25,000. And the additional funds are needed due to unforeseen issues relating to extremely small size of property lot available for design and install in a septic tank.
This is no cost to the town.
This is the grants.
That's correct, there is no cost to the town,
No cost
this
to
is
the town.
grant funded.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve.
I got a couple of questions first.
Go ahead.
This is in regards to the, has the abutters been satisfied as far as the setbacks for the water line?
I'm sorry?
Have the abutters, who have been an issue here, been satisfied as far as the setbacks are
It's
concerned?
my understanding that they have.
Okay, because I know,
To replace a.
My other hat have been dealing with that back and forth, and that was one of our concerns. Okay, so that's been resolved?
Yes,
Is there one water line or two water lines?
I'm sorry, well.
Is there one water line going in?
The butter is getting the water line.
Okay, and the septic is being established on the other piece of property, or is it
On the,
21 Cottage Street.
yes.
21 Cottage Street?
Right.
Okay.
So the problem was. is-
So and the other question I have is the existing septic system, is that being rebuilt or set back further?
It's a rebuilt system.
Set back further for the offsets?
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, because that was one of our stumbling blocks. There's a certain amount of land you have to have between the water line and the septic system or a well or whatever.
It's my understanding that Mr. Bears had worked with your Board of Health
Okay,
to achieve all the appropriate sign-offs as we would with any other septic system, and,
Reggie, are you aware of any of this stuff?
The Board of Health is meeting tonight.
Yeah, could you ask them to come in quick? We need
Yeah.
to resolve this, there was an
They
ongoing
were just
issue.
sitting there waiting for business, actually, when I was there. Then,
We could do the payroll.
I was trying to find the other,
the Massachusetts DHCD asked for just a simple, I think, one-sentence letter saying that there was no audit required for this grant, and the audits are triggered when there's $500,000 or greater.
Federal money.
Money.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, yeah.
So they just wanted a letter to that effect.
I mean, I'm one of the water commissioners, and we had this in front of us, and it was an issue going back with some of your technical people, and they were stumped on that, and they were waiting to get this sign-off to go there, and I just don't want to sign off on this end when it hasn't been signed off on the Board of Health, that's all.
we have a budget and program revision form, E4, to program extension to increase the period of availability of funds and period of performance to 6/30/13. And this extension will extend the period of performance beyond the end of the term of the current agreement.
The original term is set to, well, I shouldn't say the original one. Your current agreement is set to lapse on March 31st, and we're asking for the extension solely due to this ongoing septic project. We are confident, pending the...
Well, Board of Health is here now, they can tell us.
that we may be able to finish, but just in case, we'd like to extend, just to make sure.
Adam, before we sign off on this, I had a question. My question was, did you get the sign-offs, and you happy with the sign-offs for us to proceed with the construction of this?
Yes, everything's been signed off, the EPC approved everything. They just signed with the installer today, it's the installer out of East Hampton, but everything's all set, ready to go.
Okay, that's all I want to be aware of. Okay. I'm set, Mike.
All right, so we got a motion to sign. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It only requires one signature.
So with this approval, there's still a chance that the project can be completed by the 31st, depending on the actual
Of
site
March?
conditions and what.
Of March?
What did I say? I meant March. But if not, we're
Yeah,
looking for the
the
extension.
contract now is stated goes to 3/31/13. They're asking for a continuation until 6/30/13, which would be 3 months.
I have no problem with that either.
Someone man make a motion?
Make a motion to accept that extension?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we have 3 things for you?
That was the 3. The town owner amendment,
Yeah.
the audit letter, and the extension request.
Well, I don't have the audit letter yet. I don't think. Must be this one.
Is it on town letterhead?
Yes, but it's not filled in at all. Did we,
Can you read that, Mike?
huh?
Can you read that letter?
Yeah, it's the town of Southampton hereby certifies the following. Check one. Oh, okay, check one, that's why it's not filled in. Oh, and she has. Oh, all right. The audit firm of Melanson Heath and Company PC in progress will by June 2013 is estimated. Who will, wow, this is, if there are no findings of non-compliance cited within the CDBG grants administered by the town?
I didn't put that language together.
Some attorney probably did.
I copied
Some
it,
attorney probably did.
I copied it from an email from Erica Johnson, which is, the original is from behind, but her and I had talked this afternoon. We are in the process of doing the audit, and she said, as long as you write that we're in the process, we're okay.
Well, it does say the audit firm is in the, it's not well written, but is in the progress.
It was hard to edit.
Yeah. An audit by the firm is in progress.
I don't have to take this letter
But-
back with me today.
But
as
isn't it
long
a
as we-
isn't it a new question? Well, this is not a $500,000 project?
That was my impression. I don't.
I mean, this is, we're talking about, how much is the dollar value of this project? $30,000, $40,000 is the value of the project?
Well, the entire
The
grant.
whole grant.
No, this one here.
Well, it's really, you should be looking at the entire grant.
Right, the whole grant.
Okay.
But still, I don't believe you came near to the $500,000 expenditure. But it's all federal funds, and I don't really know what else you guys have got going on.
There's other ones. There's
Federal
some other-
grants and projects.
Well, the box that's checked is that we have an audit in progress. It's just not well written. I would suggest that we
Hold off.
hold off on this and clear up the language and go from there. Because this doesn't appear to have a time.
That one is, it's actually March 31st deadline.
So we
Oh,
meet
that's-
next week. So we got a week to sort of rewrite it. so it
Yeah,
makes more
the
sense.
language makes it.
Again, the point is though, just a simple letter indicating that it
Yeah, for their finance department.
Could you pass that to Richie, please?
Does that have to be on our station, or can our auditor do that?
They asked it for our station, right?
Okay.
that was a request on the part of the Massachusetts CHCD that it be on your record.
All right.
All right, so that's done. So we're going to go now back to the right order, which would be an executive session for contract negotiations under